Thanks, Kevin. Well, we do have that risk of a few isolated thunderstorms again today. Did you catch any of that lightning yesterday?
No.
Oh,
I didn't see any.
I saw a ton.
Did you?
I was driving on the QEW around 5, between 5 and 6.
Yeah, I was on the
westbound.
I was on the way back from the cottage around then, and I could see the darkness to the south of us as we came across Aurora Side Road, but we didn't see any lightning.
Well, it was pretty impressive, and we do have that risk again today for showers, as Kevin was mentioning, to keep that umbrella handy. And so if you do have travel plans, now that it's the unofficial kickoff to summer, I know a lot of people are starting to take vacation. We'll talk about the long-range forecast. We'll get you into the weekend again. I know we just had one, but it's already Tuesday. We'll talk about that in a moment, but first, here's Tom. This same pattern is sticking around. We've got this area of low pressure. It doesn't want to go anywhere. It wants to stick around and give us the chance of showers. It really just wants to tease us with a little bit of rain. That's the trend today and into tomorrow. By Thursday, we'll see a bit of a break, but as you can see, we've got a lot of moisture lingering around the area, so we do have the chance of showers. Same story for Friday, and unfortunately, same story for Saturday. The only good news in all of this is that our temperatures are actually going to be staying seasonal or slightly above by the weekend. Did your long weekend look like this or more like this? Coming up, who enjoyed the best weather this weekend? How was the long weekend? Was it amazing? Did you get out and enjoy some of the sunshine? Did you get out and enjoy some of the warm temperatures? I know it was kind of we saw some sun, we saw a little bit of rain, we saw a couple thunderstorms yesterday, but I think all in all, a lot of people got out and enjoyed. And this is what many of us felt like after the long weekend. That's my baby girl, passed right out in the car. Literally, she fell asleep in about a minute and a half. I don't think she was alone. I think there were kids and adults everywhere that were tuckered out from long weekend events. My husband and I were lucky enough to travel to Ottawa this weekend, and for the first time I got to check out the Tulip Festival. I've never been, and I grew up in Kingston, so close to Ottawa. I probably went when I was a kid, I just don't remember, but it was so beautiful. Now, it was overcast and kind of chilly, so a jacket was needed, and by the time we were there in the evening, the tulips had kind of closed up. They had kind of gone to bed, but they were just stunning. Thousands and thousands and thousands of beautiful tulips. We had such a great time. Have you ever been? I'd love to hear from you. Send me a tweet on Twitter and let me know what you think of the Tulip Festival. My handle is EmilyTWN. Okay, we have been talking about the fireworks. A lot of people went out to check out the spectacular events. There were a lot of locations through the GTA to check out some really nice displays. I'd like to thank all my neighbors for putting on their own personal displays. It rocked me right to sleep. It was great. Anyways, the forecast, it was perfect for the events. We saw some isolated showers yesterday with some thunderstorms, but for the most part, last night and even Sunday night, we saw great conditions for the celebration. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He has an update on traffic. If you need proof severe storm season in the U.S. is underway, take a look at this. This time lapse of a supercell over Wyoming was shot by a storm chaser on Sunday. Heavy rain and baseball-sized hail were reported. Stay with us. Your Southern Ontario forecast is next. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look awful either. Let's put it that way. We've got showers on the way. We've got the warm front moving in through southwestern Ontario right now, so we are going to be seeing showers developing later on this morning and in through this afternoon. We're looking at about 5 to 15 millimeters of rain. The chance of isolated thunderstorms comes in tonight along the warm front closer to the GTA, not so much for the city itself, but areas a little bit further southwest. Into the long-range forecast, we are going to be seeing this same pattern over and over again. We've got this upper level low, which is what we had over the weekend. We did see some sunshine. We did see some cloud cover. We saw some showers and some isolated thunderstorms. The good news with this long-range forecast, however, is that our temperatures are going to be warming up to more seasonal value. So even though it is going to be very unsettled, we are going to start to see a change in the pattern with high pressure coming in. The weekend looks fantastic. We've got some sunshine for Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures are going to be warming up. When I saw this, I mean, we're talking Tuesday, so of course we're going to tweak the forecast before we get there. But 23 degrees, feeling closer to 29. Finally, it is going to be feeling more summer-like. We just have to get through this next pattern for the next couple of days. Yes, unfortunately, we do have showers. We've got an area of low pressure. It's that same upper level low pattern that we've been sitting in for the last week and a half, which means chance of showers, isolated thunderstorms possible. We're looking at about 5 to 15 millimeters of rain from today into tomorrow. The risk for isolated thunderstorms is going to be for tonight through the overnight. Non-severe, very, very isolated, and mostly southwest of the city. Long-range forecast, unsettled to say the least. We are going to be seeing showers throughout the day Thursday. That risk it continues, but the weekend things start to look better as high pressure moves in.
Beautiful, duh.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the rain is going to be developing later on this morning and into the afternoon, but it's this upper level low. It's so pesky. It's just, it won't go away.
I've got another name for it. Pesky?
You can't say that word on television,
Oh, okay.
Tom.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess not.
You'll get in trouble.
Yeah, I'll get in trouble.
You will. Now, the rain, we're looking at about 5 to 15 millimeters. It'll arrive later on this morning and into the early afternoon. There, you may want to call ahead, make sure all your flights are on time. We'll get into the long-range details. We will tell you when this forecast is set to improve in just a moment. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Rain today, rain into tomorrow, and then the risk of showers Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday, things get better. So let's get you there. We've got this pesky, like I like to call it. Again, Tom's word is not allowed on television. Upper level low, it is going to continue to bring us the risk of showers, but it's not going to be a complete washout. We will see some sunshine. We will see warming temperatures. We do, however, have the risk of isolated thunderstorms today and into tomorrow. Thursday, that risk diminishes. We'll actually see a bit of a break in the chance of showers, but that returns throughout the day on Friday and throughout the day on Saturday. But by Sunday, high pressure moves in and we will start to see a bit of a clearing trend, and temperatures are going to be at or slightly above our seasonal average. Thanks, Kevin. All right, well, we do have that rain on the way. Showers at best, and it's the upper level low. Won't go away.
Well, I've got a name for that upper level low.
I'm calling it a nuisance. Tom's calling it a...
I'm calling it pesky.
Oh, you stole my word.
I did.
Well, I couldn't use my word.
Well, I know. That's why I was calling you out. I wanted to see what you were going to come up with.
I didn't want to use it.
All right, well, here's a look at the rainfall forecast. It's 5 to 15 millimeters, so it's not epic amounts of rain, but it is going to be a nuisance. It's going to be pesky. The long-range forecast doesn't look great, but it doesn't look awful. I'll talk temperatures as well coming up. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Well, this pesky area of low pressure, it's the same pattern that we saw last week and into the long weekend, where we had that risk of showers, the risk of thunderstorms, and then we'd see a bit of a break, we'd see a little bit of sunshine, and temperatures would warm up, and that's going to be the trend for the next couple of days. Now, by the weekend, things start to look a little bit better because this low is going to push off to the east, and we're going to have high pressure moving in. So unsettled conditions continue Friday, Saturday, but by Sunday, things look much better. Thanks, Tom. Now, the long-range forecast doesn't look great, but it doesn't look awful either. We do have the chance of showers coming in today with that warm front, about 5 to 15 millimeters worth today and into tomorrow. We do have that risk of isolated, non-severe thunderstorms tonight through the overnight. Again, non-severe, very isolated, southwest of the city primarily. Now, temperatures into the long range are going to progressively get closer to seasonal and then slightly even above seasonal as we get closer to the weekend. This upper level low pattern lingers for the next couple of days, so we do have the risk for a few isolated showers until the weekend when this high pressure moves in and conditions dramatically improve by Sunday. We're looking at a high of 22, feeling like 25. Did your long weekend look like this or more like this? Coming up, who enjoyed the best weather this weekend? It's Tuesday, it's the 20th of May. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. We've been talking about the rain that's on the way today and the risk of isolated thunderstorms. We'll get to those details in a moment. First, let's join Kevin Yard. He's in Kitchener this morning. And Kevin, not a bad start to the day temperature-wise. Thanks so much, Kevin. Here's a look at the rainfall forecast. We're looking at about 5 to 15 millimeters, fairly widespread around the GTA. The thunderstorm risk is for tonight in through the overnight. Isolated, non-severe cells firing up. The more severe cells are going to stay down towards our southwest. We do have that risk again tomorrow, but it's going to be more so for central and eastern Ontario as this low continues to track its way east. By Thursday, we'll get a bit of a break, and then this upper level low, well, it's just a bit of a nuisance. It is going to give us the risk for a few isolated showers throughout the day on Friday and into Saturday, but by Sunday, high pressure moves in. Temperatures are going to be at or slightly above our seasonal average.
Magnum, made with silky vanilla bean ice cream.
Hopefully you got a chance to check out some fireworks this past holiday weekend. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Tuesday. It's May the 20th. We've been talking about the risk of showers and cooler than seasonal temperatures, but not a bad way to start the day. We go to Kevin Yard. He's in Kitchener, and I see, Kevin, you're not wearing a jacket. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, we do have that risk of showers, potentially some isolated thunderstorms tonight and into tomorrow as well. We do have that risk moving through central and southeastern Ontario throughout the day tomorrow. We could see some strong winds, some heavy downpours. And then by Thursday, we do see a little bit of a break, but that unsettled pattern, that upper level low, still going to bring us the risk of showers Friday and Saturday. By Sunday, high pressure moves in. Thanks, Kim. Around the world in 80 seconds. We're looking at about 5 to 50 millimeters of rain throughout the day today and into tomorrow. We are going to be seeing that isolated risk for a thunderstorm later on tonight and through the overnight. It's going to be mostly to our southwest, but in through Hamilton and Burlington, Oakville. Don't be surprised if you hear a rumbling of thunder. Into the long-range forecast, this upper level low, it is going to stick around. It's very similar to the pattern that we saw last week, getting us into the long weekend. We are going to see this low track its way east, leaving behind the risk of a few isolated showers, possibly some thunderstorms, and it's going to last right into the weekend. But by Sunday, high pressure moves in, and the beginning of next week looks fantastic. We are going to have to deal with a few below seasonal days, Thursday and Friday, only getting up to 17 degrees. By Saturday, bumping up to 20. We'll start to feel a little bit of heat, a little bit of humidity. And then look at next week. Temperatures in Hamilton by Tuesday starting to feel like the low 30s. Hello, summer. Tornado lookalikes. Interesting. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. It is May the 20th. I'm Emily Vukovic. We've been talking about the risk of showers, the risk of isolated thunderstorms. It's pretty much sounding like a broken record with that upper level low. We'll continue to give you the details in just a moment, but first we join Kevin at beautiful Victoria Park in Kitchener. Kevin, it's nice to see you without a jacket on this morning. It must be mild enough. Thanks, Kevin. Such a great park. All right, we've got rain on the way. We've got the chance of isolated showers. That was the same pattern over the weekend, but it did not stop these beautiful firework displays from happening. There were so many different venues you could go to on Sunday night and even last night. Thank you to all of my wonderful neighbors. They gave me a little firework lullaby to bed last night. It was great. We've got the risk of showers, 5 to 15 millimeters of rain on the way today and into tomorrow. Tomorrow we do have the risk of thunderstorms further to the east, but today is going to be down towards our southwest. And it's going to be tonight and in through the overnight. Long range forecast, this pesky upper level low sticks around. So again, chance of showers. The good news is that temperatures are staying at our seasonal average. Go to the... Thanks, Mike. Well, we do have a little bit of rain on the way today. We've got showers and isolated thunderstorms possible tonight, so keep that umbrella handy. Temperatures are a little bit warmer. We've got Kevin Yard. He's joining us in beautiful Kitchener this morning, and it's nice to see you without a jacket on to start the day, Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. We do have 5 to 15 millimeters of rain on the way with this warm front and the cold front throughout the day today and into tomorrow. The thunderstorm risk is going to stay primarily to our southwest today and tonight. By tomorrow, more so in through central Ontario and towards the east. So if you do have travel plans in that direction, this low is literally going to follow you. We are going to be seeing the same pattern for the next few days. This upper level low, it's been a bit of a nuisance. It's very similar to the pattern we saw last week. It's going to get us right into the weekend, but then look at this area of high pressure. It starts to take over Saturday into Sunday. Until then, we're a little bit below our seasonal average. We should be at 20 for this time of year, but then by the end of the weekend and into next week, things are starting to look up. Well, it's what everybody's been waiting for. It is the long-range forecast, and joining us is meteorologist Doug Gillum. Doug, everybody wants to know, now that we've passed the long weekend, the first unofficial kickoff to summer weekend, what's the next couple of weeks going to bring?
Well, it seems like this spring we've taken 2 steps forward and then we take 1 step back.
Tell me about it.
Next week, we're going to take a couple more steps forward. We finally have some warm weather. I really think the nicest long-range forecast that we've seen since last summer.
You can say that because it should be, right, at this time of year? Okay, let's talk about this upper level low. I'm calling it a nuisance. It's pesky. It's been bothering me. It's bringing us showers, a little sun, warmer temperatures, some rain. Talk about this low this week.
Well, a very slow-moving system. The highest chance of rain and thunderstorms will be on Wednesday. This will slowly progress to the east. And so as we get into Thursday, into Friday, it's going to be a lot like this past weekend, although a little bit warmer. But we're going to have
good news.
Right. We'll have some sun, we'll have some clouds, but we won't be able to completely get rid of that isolated shower and thunderstorm threat until we get well into the weekend. So you continue to see those lingering showers as we get into Saturday. Now Sunday looks like a really nice day, and temperatures, take a look at this. Let's just stop and look at those temperatures.
When I saw this 23, 29 on Tuesday, I went, that's what I did.
Lots of 20s, and you know, obviously we're going to fine-tune the forecast as we get closer, but as we get closer, I think we'll actually more likely see those temperatures coming up even more rather than coming down. So we could be looking at mid-20s possibly as we get into next week, especially away from the lake.
Okay, well, we have to talk about the next pattern change because we do have one coming. Unfortunately, we do have a little bit of bad news, and it is not my fault. It's totally Doug's fault. Okay, so let's talk about this.
This is the next 5 days.
This is bad. Blue is bad.
Nice warm up in the prairies, and you know, if we're going to have some cool weather, might as well have it during the week. This takes us until the weekend, where temperatures will be a couple degrees below seasonal. You saw those 17 to 19 degree temperatures. We should be at 20 degrees this time of year, so still a little bit below seasonal until the weekend. But let's take a look at the pattern for the rest of the month.
This is good. The reds, the oranges, this is good.
Where'd the blue go? No below seasonal temperatures in the forecast. This takes us right up to about the 1st of June. All these oranges and different shades of reds represent above seasonal temperatures.
But this is the map I don't like. This is the map nobody likes. This is the first week of June. And when I said, hey, Doug, what does the white represent? What did he say?
Snow. No. No snow in the forecast. That's actually temperatures near seasonal. Now, throughout the Great Lakes, the lake's still running about 5 degrees Celsius, cooler than they should be this time of year, so not quite into summer yet.
Okay, well, let's go back to this map, because this is the map that everybody loves. The good news is that we do have a warm-up on the way. Well, it's what everybody's been waiting for. It is the long-range forecast. Doug, everybody wants to know, now that we've passed the long weekend, the first unofficial kickoff to summer weekend, what's the next couple of weeks going to bring?
And then we take one step back.
Tell me about it.
Next week.
You can say that because it should be, right, at this time of year? Okay, let's talk about this upper level low. I'm calling it a nuisance. It's pesky. It's been bothering me. It's bringing us showers, a little sun, warmer temperatures, some rain. Talk about this low this week. Good news.
Right. Really nice day. And temperatures, take a look at this. Let's just stop and look at those temperatures.
When I saw this 23, 29 on Tuesday, I went, that's what I did.
Lots of 20s, mid-20s possibly as we get into next week, especially away from the lake.
Okay, well, we have to talk about the next pattern change because we do have one coming. Unfortunately, we do have a little bit of bad news, and it is not my fault. It's totally Doug's fault. Okay, so let's talk about this.
This is the next 5 days.
This is bad. Blue is bad.
The pattern for the rest of the month.
This is good. The reds, the oranges, this is good.
Where'd the blue go? Seasonal temperatures.
But this is the map I don't like. This is the map nobody likes. This is the first week of June. And when I said, hey, Doug, what does the white represent? What did he say?
Snow. No. No snow in the forecast.
Okay, well, let's go back to this map because this is the map that everybody loves. The good news is that we do have a warm-up on the way.